Welcome to Charter Local Edition. Our roadshow continues. I'm Brad Pomerance, and we are in Victorville today. We are joined by Ryan McEachron. I don't know how he does it. 3 children, a council member in Victorville, president of SANBAG, and we are at his offices today. We thank you for joining us, Resident Insurance Agency. So you're an amazing man, I must say. Let's talk about your duties in SANBAG. What exactly is SANBAG?
Well, SANBAG is San Bernardino Associated Governments. It's made up of 24 cities and the 5 members of the County Board of Supervisors.
Sure.
So it's a 29-member board that I oversee, and we have multiple meetings throughout the month. Most of what we do is transportation project related. We do get into some of the other stuff with respect to council of governments and looking at doing energy efficient programs for rehabs of homes and things like that.
Well, let's talk about transportation, because as our viewers may know, San Bernardino County is the largest geographic county in the lower 48. It is huge.
It's huge.
And so you have a lot of transportation projects you're focused upon. But as a result of its size as well, over the years, different organizations were set up to address transportation needs. It's an alphabet soup of organizations: SAFE, SBCTA, SBCMA, SANBAG. We're looking to consolidate some of that.
Basically, what this does is it will consolidate everything that SANBAG does under one statutory entity known as San Bernardino Transportation Authority. And this will, in essence, allow us to bring all those functions that we have under one entity.
How nice. So make it a lot easier
to manage and to get things done.
So let's talk about some of the projects that are percolating through San Bernardino County. I know that the DeVore interchange, for those of us statewide, I mean, this is a bottleneck like you have never seen in your entire life. It's right outside of the city limits of San Bernardino. It's where there is the connection between the I-15 and the I-215. Explain, sir.
Okay, this is a $324 million project we have been working on for several years, and we're going to finally come to its completion this spring.
Amen.
Yes, we are so excited about it. The way they designed it, 60 years ago, the traffic really flowed through on the 215 onto the 15. So if you were on the 15 northbound, you kind of had to get off the 15 and then get back on. We've completely redesigned that so that the traffic flow on the 15 is continuous, and if you want to get on the 215, either going north or southbound, you get off and then you get back on. So
now, you mentioned that the project will be done this spring, 2016. It could have been much more extended if you had adopted a different approach in terms of construction. We could have had to have waited until 2018-19. Explain the distinction between design build and design bid build.
Okay, so design build allows the contractor that we chose to basically design while they're building. And in previous cases or in other transportation projects, you have to have full design completely done. Then you have to go out to bid. Then you choose a different contractor. So this allows one contractor to do the whole thing, and they can actually design it as they're going along. So it really increases the timeline, allows us to get things done much quicker.
But along those lines, how then do you ensure a competitive bidding process and that you're getting the best contractor, not only for the price, but for the experience and the end result?
Well, it goes to how they get scored when we look at the process and the RFPs that go out. But basically, we weigh things based upon their experience, the design portion of it, and then there's also the pricing portion that comes into it. So all those things come into play in a design build process.
So what's your sense of how the DeVore Interchange project will impact that specific area and the county generally?
Well, it's really going to open up traffic. Congestion should cease to exist through that area. Now, I don't want to say it won't ever be there, because that'd be a promise I can't keep, right?
Exactly.
But we do expect that congestion flowing northbound, especially on Fridays, a lot of people like to drive to Las Vegas.
Of course.
And we don't expect to see the backups there. There's also truck lanes, designated truck lanes on both north and southbound. So that will allow the trucks to bypass the normal traffic, and it'll just allow that traffic to flow through there like it has not done in the past.
How will it help that the very iconic and well-known, almost notorious Cajon Pass? I mean, is that going to benefit it? Because the Cajon Pass can be quite a bottleneck.
Yes, the Cajon Pass in the mornings, a lot of people commute from the high desert down into LA, Orange County, Riverside County. So this is definitely going to improve that commute for those that are going down in the morning as well as coming back in the evening. So We expect it to definitely improve traffic flow.
Let's talk about another project, and this in a lot of ways is very exciting because of the way that folks are being hired. It's the Interstate 10 Pepper Avenue Exchange. Where is that, essentially?
It's on the 10 in Fontana, San Bernardino County. So this is a new interchange project, well, one that we're redoing in a sense. It needs to be rebuilt. So
it's hard to deny, sir, that the Inland Empire has faced some tough economic times. Definitely bouncing back, indeed. But people are looking for work. And so through this project, you are adopting a pilot program that will allow you, meaning SANBAG or whoever the construction entity is, to hire locally. Explain what local preferences are and how that's going to benefit this region as well as the project.
Well, this is a pilot program, like you said, through the Federal Highway Administration. They are allowing us to use the federal dollars that we put on this project and, in essence, put in that local hiring preference. Also, it really focuses on veterans.
And I want to talk about veterans as
well. So it's a new project. It's a new pilot project, in essence, that the federal government's allowing us to implement here in San Bernardino County.
And so you get to hire locally. You get the benefit of that, and then, like you said, veterans hiring, which is a win-win. And as I understand it, San Bernardino County has a good number of veterans when you consider its overall population.
Correct, yes. We have a large number of veterans that have fought for this country and done so much. And so this is a way to really give back and reward them for what they've done, and also just allow us to do what the elected officials have always been looking to do, and that is to hire veterans as they come back from Iraq and other places in the Middle East.
I mentioned this region, and when you think about the economic downturn, you think about the county, San Bernardino County, and then you think about the high desert, where we are today. For better or for worse, sir. I mean, I remember the articles being written about the high desert. I remember the LA Times did a series, I think we talked about this, on Hesperia, which is not far from where we are today, and how there were these beautiful developments being built, and they literally just stopped in their tracks. And so 3 out of 4 homes in foreclosure or construction not completed. How is the region doing today? Have we bounced back, or are we in the middle? Are we mid-bounce?
Yes. Well, I can tell you, at least from Victorville's standpoint, in the last year we had approximately 100 new housing permits pulled, which was 50% more than 2014. And so things are moving in the right direction, very slowly, but they are moving in the right direction. We're starting to see more commercial development occur in Victorville and in other surrounding areas. We're about ready to open up a BJ's restaurant.
No, which is important.
Yes.
I mean, it's a little event, but it really sets a tone.
Correct, and people that drive through the area see that kind of development. They see what's going on.
And I may say, we stayed at the Victorville Holiday Inn, which was just renovated. It's beautiful.
Oh, it is beautiful.
Truly
they
is beautiful.
spent, I think, $2 to $3 million on renovating that project, and it's just nice to have that landmark back.
What about pricing pressures, though? I mean, part of the problem that the high desert faced is, I mean, your real estate prices just soared through the roof, and then they came crashing down. Is there a sustainable increase in real estate values?
Correct. Yes, we are seeing that median price go up a little bit by the increments we want to see. We don't see it jumping, astronomically. And as long as we can balance that with the housing inventory that's being built, I think we'll be able to keep it under control this time.
Well, it's good to see. Thank you so much for having us in your beautiful city. He is Ryan McEachron. He is a council member in Victorville. He is the president of SANBAG, which is
San Bernardino Associated Governments.
My name is Brad Pomerance on our roadshow in Victorville today. This is Charter Local Edition.